Let's go. Game number 1. Best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we are at Smashville. Interesting stage pick, I think.
Yeah,
for both of
I
them.
was about to say, though it's a very small stage, so maybe they just want to get right into it.
Yeah, right, up
get in
close
each
and
other's
personal
faces.
fight. Yeah,
Absolutely. And already we can see the patience that McChutney has as a player. I mean, we were just talking about it earlier. We're kind of opposites in that way. He chooses what buttons he presses very, very carefully, and I think you have to as Little Mac.
That keep away is also very distracting. Like, he'll run away from you, run back in, but then not do anything and run back away. He's understood how to play some mind games with this Mac. He knows it's not all about power.
It definitely, and it's working out well for him. He's punishing Vishire's either lack of incentive or too much incentive in some cases. So, regardless, any kind of misstep that he takes is being well punished.
Yep. And he's clearly finding the spots where he needs to take. I mean, what could Vishire do better right now, I think, is the main question.
I would say just not to make as many mistakes in terms of movement, like or laggy moves like that.
Yeah.
I think that the more mistakes that you make against Mac, the worse it is. And okay, of course that's versus every character, but especially versus a character like Mac that can really take advantage of it. And the KO punches online that can take the stock at any moment now.
That's unfortunate. He got hit out
yeah,
of it.
the second I say that.
Oh man, really need to stop predicting things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's looking good for McChutney in this first game. Vishire needs to pick it up a little bit, try to get those, get a kill, use the range of his sword a little bit. Nice spot dodge there, at least a little bit of adaptation. Couldn't get quite the punish, but again, getting killed by the up B.
And I think the problem is he can't use the range of his sword. If he does, he gets the sour spot of the tip. So I think maybe taking a step back, assessing, and trying to approach a bit more carefully would do well here.
True.
But see, again, that was just too big of a mistake. Too many frames of vulnerability.
Yeah. I went for a hard read after all the approaches he saw, and that didn't work out for him. The armor. Ouch.
And
Ow.
that's game 1 with a decisive 3-stock victory.
Yeah. That was 3 stocks. I did not even realize
Yeah,
that.
I know.
He went off stage. As Little Mac, he went off stage and countered to get that last stock. But yeah, I mean, it didn't work out. Still.
But there is still lots of time for adaptation. It's a best of 3 set.
Yep.
But the pressure is on. One more game lost, and I believe this is losers or winners?
I don't think so. I don't know if McChutney lost. I think this might be winners.
Okay.
Might have to check on that. But yeah, I mean, still.
Regardless, another game lost, the set is gone. So
Yeah.
stakes are high.
Before we get to beyond the game, we need to talk about their adaptation in the game itself, and that is where Vishire really needs to show what he can do. And FD, I think, should be an even stage for both of these characters.
True, but it does eliminate a bit of Roy's options to kind of stall out Little Mac and take him away from the ground game, right?
Yeah.
Because and gives Little Mac kind of leverage to pursue anything and everything on the ground.
I agree. Now again, we saw a little bit of a fight from Vishire at the early stage, but then McChutney is establishing some control here again. Nice parry.
Yeah, and you can see that McChutney's even taking advantage of things that aren't necessarily mistakes, like a well-placed aerial. I mean, that would have been good if not for the parry. And
Wow.
again,
That was incredible. He caught him on shield and it was immediately up smashed. It's just Chutney's recognition of where to use his buttons and when to run in is incredible. Tried a 2-frame but did not quite work out. Again, he's going to go for it this
and
time.
this time it does work with the KO punch online again.
Yeah, he could end this in 3 punches. He was looking for it. You saw he was looking for it.
Though I don't even know if it'll matter at this point. The lead is so incredibly large.
Vishire's going to have to change something and mount this comeback starting now. He can't take any more damage. Otherwise, it's a big risk with how hard-hitting Mac's smash attacks are. Alright. Down throw, interesting.
Though, what else can you get off a throw as Mac?
I mean, yeah, true. You're not wrong.
Though Vishire has a bit of momentum that...
Oh, wow. That was very close to not getting back.
Counter misses, but it doesn't matter. The pressure is still on Vishire and Roy.
Again, two-framed, waiting for him to come back. He thought he was going to go for the F smash instead.
Oh wow, he
KO
got a KO punch, and there we go. Yep.
It's like you saw that coming. It was like seeing into the future. You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, he could have even KO punch instead of that dash attack, and it would have been the same result.